Is there red team or blue team in cloud security?
Of course, it doesn't matter what the environment is, what system, there's always can be red team or blue teams. And of course, red team is going to be the attackers, it's going to be the fun guys, that's what everyone wants to do. And the blue team is going to be the ones that respond to it. And then, of course, if you're doing a joint exercise, it's going to be the purple team. But yes, for sure, in the cloud security, there's red and blue team.
You just said purple team. Do you see a lot of that going on? Because I'm not totally familiar with the concept of purple team, but I saw that it's becoming a term that's more in vogue where people are saying you have to have the purple mindset. Are you familiar with that?
For one of the companies that I provide services for from a risk management analyst standpoint, we actually had to go through a penetration test recently. And it's actually still ongoing, right? But it's more so focused on red teaming. Now, when it's together, pretty much now you have it's more joint and it's like working together. Let's say I'm a defender and Reed's the red team, the attacker. So now as Reed is going through and just say he's doing some type of cross-site scripting attack and then it goes through, right? So catch it. We didn't properly protect against it. So then Reed comes through and says, "Hey, Jamario, dummy, you didn't have this particular input validation set up. So now it's easily able to inject these type of commands." And if you look at your code, you can go through and depending on if it's Java, whatever type of language you're using, and you can point out, hey, look, you should put input validation on this particular function of the code to stop it from propagating throughout the code X, Y, and Z. So pretty much it's a immediate feedback. It's, I did this, you didn't catch it. Or if the red teamers tries to attack and we can't get through and say, hey, I saw the indicator compromise when you tried to get on this particular port and we stopped it with this particular mitigation strategy. If you would have done this, then you would have probably properly bypassed our security controls. So it's more immediate feedback and working together versus I'm gonna do a penetration test. I'm gonna give you a report later. Y'all fix it. Thanks for the money. I'm out. From my perspective, it's more real time feedback from what I've
Awesome.
experienced with it. Of course, everyone can have their own different flavors about it, but that's what I've experienced.
So it sounds like every other business operation, people need to talk. So if you're red team, if you're
Exactly.
blue team, security team, whatever team, you need to talk and make sure that people are getting good feedback.
Exactly. And it seems like communication is so simple, but it's really hard to execute. Being in the military, we both understand
Yep.
that, right? Like we always talk about communication, communication, communication. It never happens efficiently. But once you have efficient forms of communication and agree on what's important to communicate back and forth and who's the proper people to alert certain things, then things go well. But we don't live in that type of world. We
Right.
try our best.